Sleepy Joe. How many times have we heard that? Donald Trump calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe. So many times, right? Over the years, as soon as Joe Biden was even thinking about joining the race, we heard Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe. So many times. Well, how about Sleepy Don? Or Sleepy Trump? I don't know. I don't do nicknames because they're stupid. But Donald Trump's having trouble staying awake now. And Donald Trump's having trouble staying awake in court. In his own court hearing for a very important trial, I might add. So Trump falls asleep in court. After years of calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe, Donald Trump had his own bout of sleepiness in court on Monday. It seemed the failed former president couldn't muster the energy to stay awake at his own hush money case as it was getting started. All right, so if you're not aware, this hush money case is the first of his 4 big trials that are happening. He's got 91 felony counts spread across 4 trials in 4 different precincts that are all going to kick off, within the next year or so, provided he doesn't win the election and pardon himself, if that's even possible. That's still up to probably the Supreme Court to decide. He was seemingly dozing off Monday morning as his lawyers clashed over what evidence would be admissible. Pretty normal beginning of trial stuff. He's been charged with falsifying business records ahead of the 2016 election to cover a $130,000 payment made to Stormy Daniels, an adult film star. Yeah. The Bible salesman allegedly authorized payment to hide an affair with her and influence the election result. So he pays her this $130,000 to keep her quiet, allegedly. That way nobody finds out what he allegedly did with her, and keep that quiet, because if it comes out, he can't be this righteous man that some people somehow believe he is. I don't know how they believe it. Hopefully you don't know how they believe it. If you're watching me, you're probably not a huge Trump fan. If you are, welcome. Maybe you can write in the comments how it is you love this guy. He's pleaded not guilty. He's denied this relationship. Okay. Good for you. You denied it. Mr. Trump did tell reporters that he was proud to be in attendance. He was proud to be at this trial. He's claiming that Biden was using it to attack his political opponents. Biden's got nothing to do with this trial. Nothing. There's no evidence that Biden has anything to do with this trial. And then Trump added that it's an assault on America. And it's not an assault on America, bud. This is simply, there's evidence here that you did something, allegedly. And so we see where the evidence goes. We take you to trial. If there's enough evidence and a jury convicts you, you get punished. That's the way it works in America. You gather evidence, you go to a grand jury. This grand jury said, yep, there's enough here. You go to trial. This is the trial. If there's still enough, you get convicted. If there's not, you get acquitted. That's the way it works. For literally every person in America who's suspected of a crime. It goes grand jury can convict, or the grand jury can send it away right then. You can never go to a trial. You got sent to a trial, buddy, because there was enough evidence there, according to a grand jury. Now you're at your trial. And we'll see if there's enough to convict. I don't know. I don't have the evidence in front of me, but there was enough to get here. There's enough smoke that somebody thinks there's fire. We'll find out. Teflon Don is what a lot of people call Donald Trump, because he seems to get out of everything. We'll see if he can get out of this one. I guess good luck. I mean, I don't really wish him good luck. I really don't. The man's a snake. And the last thing our country needs is anything else to do with him. I don't just mean as president. I mean as anything. Anything. The man is a snake. And a snake oil salesman. He has been a con man for decades. And the worst thing that could have ever happened was to open up even more of America to this con man. Because now he's conning millions into buying Bibles, into believing he's a man of God. Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. And as a final thing to say here, as a little send-off, the most important thing I can tell you is in November you have to vote. You have to vote. Because I guarantee you, all those people that worship this man, they're voting. You have to vote.